Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Well, the new hybrid inverter seems to be working good. Of course, now we've got another set of fans added to the background noise along with the heat because it's only 20-some degrees out today again. Calendar says spring, but Mother Nature doesn't think so. So, anyways, today's project is going to be putting the new BMS in this battery. And had a little trouble finding one. The original one is 18 amp, I believe. No, it says 20 amp. Okay, that's what I got, was a 20 amp. And it's actually smaller. And it's a 10 amp charge current, 20 amp discharge current with balance, common port. And it comes with the balance leads, and of course it's different, so they never make it easy. So what I'm going to have to do is replace this balance harness here with a new one that goes with this BMS, and then I think this one's probably going to reach alright down to there. The blue one, I don't know, I'm still debating on whether I want to take that off and put that direct or make a splice. I don't know, I'll figure it out. So I got to get all this white silicone stuff off of these connections and get this pulled off and switch these out one at a time. Now I know you got to start with a negative here and then work your way down through. Make sure they're all in the right order. So I think I'm just going to do one at a time. That way I won't get things screwed up. So I'll be back when I get that part of it up. Like floating there nicely. That's the negative side of the balance leads. Okay, so the next one in line is right here. And the white goat doesn't want to come off very good, so. I guess that first one really doesn't need to be, none of them need to be that long, but I think I'm going to leave them all the same length though. I don't know if that'll really affect it much or not, but I'm going to give it a try. Leave them long. down to here. Be careful or else I'm going to have some other equipment wired in here with it. Two. Three goes right up here. More of that. Huh. Apparently that one's pretty tight, huh? Thought I cleaned that stuff off of there, but when you go to unsolder it, looks like there's a lot on there yet. Yeah. Number 3. Number 3 on the new one. Last one. Okay, it did a really good job here. They took the negative one off of the old plug and put it back on again. Oh my. Alright, let's try this negative again. Okay. Now we got one last one here. We'll go over here. There, I did it. Alright, so now I'm going to get the voltmeter and make sure that we go down the line. The first one should be the lowest voltage and work our way up. Make sure we got that right before we plug it into there. So I'm going to have to find some little fine wire to go in there, so give me a minute or so. Okay, I found some fine wire and I got the negative plugged into the black wire. So as we go down through here, we should say the first set of cells is 3.32, second set 6.68, 10.02, 13.34. Okay, so they all increased as we went, so they're all in the proper locations. So next all we got to do is get figure out how I'm going to attach this wire. So I'm going to get the goo cleaned off of this and see what we got there. You know, Phillips screw, washer, lock washer, and I got a new plug on there that fit the wire nicely and it fits the screw nicely. So okay, so uh-oh, missing the screw there, aren't I? Oh, there it is. Looks like the same screw it was on the bottom. Okay, so I've never done this before, but I've watched other people. So I'm assuming that when I plug this in, things are gonna come to life and no smoke is allowed out. Well, don't see any smoke. Where'd my meter go? My fluke's around here someplace, but I didn't want to take time to look for it, so I'll use this guy. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let's see what we got. 13.36. And it's sitting nice and steady. Not like it did before, changing about 3/4 of a volt. Okay. I still got that 12-volt light bulb laying here. Let's hook it up and see how it acts. Okay. The light bulb is not dimming. It's not laying still, is it? Alright, let's see. Take a look at the voltage. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to run it down and charge it up a couple of times, make sure everything's alright, and then try to get it repackaged. A real iffy setup here. Got a 20 amp load on it. I just got a little inverter and some light bulbs running. I'm going to run it at 20 amps for, oh, I don't know, 10-15 minutes just to see if everything stays cool. And I don't know if I showed you this thing or not. I had this old metal plug-in strip, and I took one of the plug-ins out and put one of these little meters in, so you can tell what's going on. We got, what, 111 volts and 1.86 amps, 207 watts and 22 watt hours so far. Been about 15 minutes. We got 12.22 volts 20 amps still, and I can just barely tell that that's a little warmer than room temperature or whatever. And nothing else is showing any signs of getting warm. The cells aren't warm. None of the connections are warm. These leads going to the inverter are the warmest thing here. So I think we're doing good. The voltage is staying steady now. So I was going to just run that for 15 minutes or so. I think I'm going to just let it go ahead and go until it shuts down. Probably the inverter will shut down first, but we'll give her a try. Now it's been a half an hour. We're down to 12.11 volts. And I got my little temperature thing in the bob here. And the BMS is 89, well, say 90 degrees. The cells are 85. Side of the inverter is 99. Top of the case is 71. So nothing's heating up. I mean, I can just barely tell that there's some warmth there. So really happy so far. You know, we're getting down there. We're at 10.66. The inverter says 10.3 and it's blinking this light, so I'm going to take one of the bulbs off, cut her back so it slacks off a little. Okay, so the battery voltage went up a little again, or it's going up. Maybe I should have taken the smaller bulb off instead of the bigger one. There. Now the inverter's beeping and blinking. 10.2. Battery's at 10.4. Inverter says the inverter just went out. Okay, I'm going to hook a light bulb up. I want to see when that BMS... Yeah, I got that 12 volt light bulb hooked up again. She's dropping down. I'm thinking it should shut down around 10. Oh, you guys probably can't see the light bulb, can you? Now you can see the light from it anyways. Now it doesn't shut down at 10. There's 9. That's not good for the batteries. I'd like to see when it shuts down though. Now the meter's going to shut down. Down to 8.4. Still going. Not liking that part of it. Now, not happy about that. That's just too far down. So, as far as that BMS protecting the battery, I'm not impressed with that part of it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Well, I figured out why it didn't shut down, and I'm surprised you guys didn't tell me that I did it wrong. I assumed that this was a standard thing, that the blue wire, I put the blue wire where the blue wire was and the black wire where the black wire was. And of course, you don't get any instructions. This is all you get with it, the packet come in. So I went and looked on the pewter and discovered that I had them wrong. So I hooked it up and I haven't charged it. It was back up to like 10.8, and I put that light bulb on it and it got down to just a little below 10 and it shut down. So now we'll charge it and see if the cells stay balanced. So, and got the NOCO charger on it, lithium setting. Yeah, it's just getting started. Charging about what, 3.4 amps. Ramping its way up. So we'll let her charge and then we'll check the voltages on the groups of cells. Okay, it's been about well, an hour and 40 minutes. We're up to 14.15. Amperage is dropping. I don't know if you can tell anything at this point or not. That one's at 3.506. Let's see. .506. Three point 3.511 and 3.545. Guess you could all be coming up. Yeah. You almost need one of those things that you can look at them all at once. So we'll let her finish charging. When she shuts down, we'll see what the cells measure. Okay, we're up to 14.4. Nope, it just shut off just as I turned the camera on. It wasn't quite quick enough. Okay, we'll let her settle a little bit and then we'll see what the cells measure. Now the charger just came back on. See what it does this time. .5. So 14.51 it shut off. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to see when it shuts down for high voltage. This power supply is only good for 2 amps, so I gotta be really careful. It's up to 15, it shut off. Okay, so it looks like we're all in good working order now. Like I said before, we'll let her settle now and measure the cells. Or I should say groups of cells. Okay, the sun's going down, so the fan kicked down on a lower speed over there, so now I don't have quite as much competition. Alright, let's see, where the heck the voltmeter leads go? She's getting to be quite a mess here. Okay, so the first group is 3.55. Oops. 3.57. 3.61. 3.65. Okay, now I don't know when that will do its balancing. If it's only when it's charging, or if it... I don't know. I'm going to let them set overnight, because like I said, the sun's getting low in the sky here. So I'm going to let it set overnight, and I'll check the groups of cells tomorrow, and then try to get it reassembled. Now it's sat overnight, so let's see what each group of 3 cells measures to see if it balances. I don't know if it would balance that soon or not, but just going to see what they are. So we got 3.347 on the first one. Second one is 3.353. The third set is 3.61. And the last one is someplace. There it is. 3.70. So 47, that'd be 23 millivolts from the lowest to the highest. So that's not bad, especially for the first time through. So now that I got the wires in the right place, I think I can go ahead and reassemble this thing. I'll be back. Now she's going back together. I saved most of this tape and all the insulators and everything, so pretty much this is going to be the final wrap. And I've got some of this supposedly high temperature tape for electrical stuff. I'm going to give it a good wrap of that stuff. And I gooped up all the connections like they had with some RTV stuff. And I'll get it back. I got these rubber pieces yet. And we'll get her slid back in the case. Put some goop on it. And I think I'm going to attempt to put like 4 screws in around the top edge of it, so if I ever got to get in there again, I can. Now she's all back together. I wound up with 2 screws, one here, because this was pulled loose here. So she all slid back in there just nice as pie. and we'll make sure that she's still working. You guys see that? Okay, so we got 13.49 and staying steady. Okay, so let's put this, I got this 100 watt, or no, I think it's 50 watts. I don't know, it draws about 4 amps anyways, 12 volt bulb. Let's put it on there. Okay. And it appears to be staying nice and steady. The voltage is 13.13. Okay, I'm thinking that we might have saved this one. And other than the BMS being bad, it's actually a pretty nice battery. But I never did see the LCD screen. It says yes here. It wasn't inside, so other than that, seems like a pretty nice battery. Cute little handle. Okay, so I probably bored you long enough, but maybe it'll help some of you guys out. And that new BMS seems really nice. I guess it's even waterproof because it's all sealed up, so the battery isn't water and dust proof anymore because, you know, I've broken the seal. But other than that, I think it should be fine. So if you enjoyed her, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and share the videos. It all helps out. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.